Leitner for ETSU. Hasn't been involved much at all here in this second half. Neither is Richards, who's got the ball here. Ahead for Laheta. Boy, that ball had to be perfect. It nearly was, but on came Rosenberg.
And if I'm ETSU, too, I got to get tired of defending. You know, they've sat back. They've been well organized, but I guess that's the result of well defending.
A rare foray forward into the attacking third for the visitors. Let it run. Back to Smith. Richards expertly sprayed in the middle corridor to Broadwater. Linking up with a teammate on the far side. It is Cameron Carroll. Cross coming in, and Sibley again sure-handed. Not much required of Sibley today.
Played through the middle. Yosef. Pass was just behind him. Dolabella able to recover. And left something off that. Played near side, able to find Carroll. It's intercepted again. Souza. Trying to play keep in on the touchline as he goes down. And now Dos Santos and Masayunas will give chase. Cleared away by Colin Masayunas. This will go to work. Yosef with speed. Weaves to the middle. Tries to play it to the outside to Souza, and left a little something to be desired on that pass. Man goes down. Advantage played by the official. Carroll, nice spin on the ball, able to turn away from danger. Now ETSU swings it to the outside. Buccaneers just looking for something. Perry will flick it ahead.
It's a midfield. Broadwater. Aiden O'Brien. Denton flies it wide, and it's Carroll. Carroll. Ponholzer, the return pass for Carroll. In the middle, the flicked on header. Oh, important one from the back line of VCU. As Lucas Leitner was right in the middle of goal and would have had a great look at opening the scoring. Edvardson. Pompeu. Perry had it deflect over into the corner. Boneray gives chase, and sending that one near out of the stadium was Carroll. The center back Foster was a bit heavy, but was able to sky one to Carroll. Carroll ahead for Leitner, and I think he played it with a hand. If he didn't, it was offside. Regardie for both Gifford and Casper. For Gifford, he was at one of the nation's top schools, Akron. How about this for bad luck? Gifford there for 3 years. Makes 3 NCAA tournaments, as here's Carroll with Leitner in the middle. Carroll tugs it back. Carroll advancing. Carroll for Leitner, and it's wide off of either Leitner or a VCU defender, and it was off of the Rams last, so a corner for ETSU. We'll revisit the journey of both Gifford and Casper in just a moment. Kieran Richards for ETSU is the main attacker. 6 goals, 2 assists last year. As this is well done outside to Cam Carroll. Carroll pushing forward to Richards on the ball, surrounded by Paladins. And Richards is going to be whistled for the foul. Perry's in there. Hancock. They're crowding Hale's goal line. But an easy header away. That was Rainey. Slipping was the man that's come on, Singletary. Stepping on it, Carroll. Carroll to Salinas. Salinas steps inside one defender, goes through his legs, but is walled off. And Dylan Lane. Furman with Fenton. Tried to go outside, and it was intercepted by Carroll. Buccaneers try to counter. They've got their speediest man on it in Ponholzer. Making a charge down the right is Salinas. It's rolled behind him to Carroll. Carroll. Ponholzer, and it went through his legs. Carroll tries to win it back. Kay is not the most fleet of foot, and boy, he just shoved off Carroll with ease. Who again can be that scorer distributor. Curling in and getting to it first was Hale as Ponholzer was going for the header. Hopping over a sliding challenge, Carroll. And Carroll will earn a corner. ETSU now 10 shots to 5 over Furman.
Corner kick for the Buccaneers.
Will they be able to reap the rewards of their hard work? Which for much of the Friday evening that we have here has seen them arguably perhaps, but you'd certainly say the shot count indicates it. The second half game flow indicates it. Some of the chances they had in the first half indicate that they've been the better side. Corner coming in. Tom was close to the header. Hale collided with his own defender, and coming up a bit lame, I think, is Cole McClagan. It'll be another corner for ETSU. McClagan a bit staggered by that collision. Now he's remained in there. Header back across net, and it's in! Josh Hancock had the finishing touch. Whether the goal will go to him or it was already in the net. Scored one goal last year, but that was the only time he played. He's been out there every single minute of this season for ETSU, all 380 in the field coming into tonight. And he's played the full 82 for the Buccaneers this evening. So his first career assist. Couple of firsts for the Buccaneers, who've now got Ponholzer. Richards was open for a moment. At the back post, it's Salinas! Just high. With 2 minutes left. All the momentum in the world. It'll be Carroll. Perry, Tom, Hancock. They're all in the mixer. Header for Furman is going to be another corner, number 8 for the Buccaneers, now doubling up Furman in that category. To Tom. Giveaway to Fenton. Fenton really struck that one well. All league honors in each of his first 2 years in the league, earning all freshman team in 2018, while scoring twice and assisting on 2 goals while starting all 22 matches. Second team all conference in 2019.
He looks from Mercer on goal. 3 corner kicks. Carroll slides it left. Tom. Ponholzer trying to cross. DeRose secures it. But their stat ranks in the SoCon, not particularly impressive, of course. Last year, defense was more so the redeeming quality than it has been this year, but Perriman back in goal has done well. They've got, coming in, of course, 16 yellow cards in 5 games. It's got them first in the conference with 3.2 a game. They've got those 2 yellow cards here. We can talk about how great of a find J.R. DeRose has been out of Illinois for the Bears. Another look at this, Trevor Martineau. It's just headed out of the goal. It was so well placed. Defensively, you got to credit Cameron Carroll. Right place, doing everything well on the back end today. That was impressive by Kareem Richards, setting all that up, coming from his spot as right back in the 3-back formation for Mercer. Again, Mercer in a 3-4-3. Got a couple of defensive mids, couple of wings, 3 up top, 3 in the back. It's a different formation. ETSU an opportunity and a goal. Lucas Leitner scores for the Bucks. The 87th minute of play. ETSU leads 1-0.
ETSU is the most penalized team in the Southern Conference, also the most yellow cards, and they are paying for that today without the services of Foster, who got the red, and Kieran Richards, who's got 5 yellows, most on the team, for the most penalized team and most yellow-carded team in this 7-team SoCon. Ludo Tom skims the header along. Unharassed, though. It's going to be Romig, just at the arch of the 18. Saunders. Shaw. Carroll there ahead of Chastanet, who found himself on the deck. Ponholzer outside of the right foot. Lacetito. Head for O'Brien. Carroll. Now it's Armbruster in the path of Saunders. Saunders rolls it wide, but Carroll is able to turn right into it. Now tries to send Laheta on the run. 6-yard box. You have to say Avivi and Leitner, the most vertically threatening of the group. Going to be Carroll. Here comes Avivi. He's headed it down. Oh, racing in Tom, and it's saved by Romig. Flag is in the air, and it will be a corner for ETSU as that went out of play after the save from Romig. But Ludo Tom attacking that back post. Saw the loose ball headed down by Avivi, and Romig stands strong.
ETSU corner kick.
Cameron Carroll to take the corner. Collegiately. To watch Carroll take this corner. Comes down to Tom, who lets it run out of play. And so it will be, considering all that we're missing today, and the fact that so many players are playing out of position, I feel pretty good about getting some points out of the day. Ponholzer. Leitner back to Ponholzer, who's onside. Couple of calls for him to be offside by Belmont's back line. Ponholzer, who's drawing 2 defenders. Skipping along is Carroll. Carroll, a couple of nice turns. Carroll still with it. Oh, Cameron Carroll finds Ramos. Leitner pushes it through, but wide. Oh, goodness. Cameron Carroll looked absolutely excellent as he, in tight quarters, found a way out of a very uncomfortable situation. Aiden O'Brien actually on that last shot, whereas number 6 would have been a magnificent finish for O'Brien after that buildup by really all Cameron Carroll. Looked electric with the ball at his feet. Speaking of O'Brien product, Richard Jr. appeared off the bench in the first 4 games of the season, has made his first career starts, last 3. 1 shot, none on goal, but playing at the back line is Broadwater. Here's Jack Perry. High and wide last time he took a shot. Defers this time. Aiden O'Brien out to Broadwater. And Broadwater, not sure what he was intending. UM Belmont underway in overtime. If a winner comes for one team, they'll have 9 points and almost surely a Southern Conference postseason spot locked up. If it's a tie, likely nothing assured. Stiles, Bannock, and Lacetito. The other 3 in the back 4. Ponholzer. Denton's wide open at the far post, and Ponholzer can spot him. Instead, he drops it off to Carroll. Carroll fires one in. It deflects to Saunders. Saunders as far as Ponholzer. Ponholzer, very tough technique. That was intercepted. Ponholzer has it again, though. Now Broadwater. Flicked on for Leitner, who fell over, and the header back to Romig. Oh, Leitner. Looked like he may have been onside. To Perry, one-touch football over to O'Brien. Now Hancock. They reverse the ball to Carroll. Cameron Carroll sprints ahead. Clipping at his heels is Collier. Carroll still going. And finally brought down. It was Malcolm McIntosh that helped out. Here's Ponholzer again. Already has 1 shot. Now curls one. Scholl gets a fingertip to it. And Cameron Carroll will head to the corner flag. The wind whipping that corner flag around. Only 5 to 10 miles per hour at kickoff. Could kick up to 15 at points throughout the day. Game time temperature, mid-70s. Barely a cloud in the sky here in the hills of East Tennessee. Hancock Laheta, just a few in the box for ETSU. The header out by McIntosh. And turning to it, Collier. Carroll will get it back. Not clear yet, the Keydets. We're going to try to push up. They don't have a chance to. The header away by Maine, but only for a moment as the Bucks are back in with Podholzer, and it's cleared right near the penalty spot. Cameron Carroll, though, speeds right around Nathan Lamb. The 1-2 with Podholzer. Carroll to Podholzer. He's got all kinds of room, and he can't score. It hits the bottom of the bar, or did it go in? Yes, it did. And Podholzer flies away 10 minutes in with ETSU's second goal of the game. Be able to get a good look at it here. Keep an eye on where it hits after the bar. What part of the ground? Oh, goodness. It's like some chalk may have flown up. But the assistant referee, James McKean, had a decisive call. 2008, the Buccaneers' first year as a program, 2-1. Maybe a bit of a scare for the blue and gold that day, but since only one other match has been separated by a single goal. Carroll keeps this one in. That was a 3-2 victory here at Summers-Taylor Stadium in 2015. Podholzer tried to slip it through to a hard-charging Kieran Richards. Everything else, aside from those couple of matchups we mentioned, separated by 2 goals or more in a series that ETSU has outscored VMI up to the second, now 42-4 with 9 shutouts as part of that line. Flicked along by Podholzer. Carroll slides it to Podholzer. Beautiful one-touch football from ETSU, though offside would have been Carroll, so they let it run out of play. Jasper and his staff, the players down there that in their 13-season history have never had a winless home campaign. Now, of course, that has to contain an asterisk that there's never been quite a year like this. So even if it did go down as a winless one, certainly there would be some extenuating circumstances that would have to be included in that. Playing in for options, Carroll is open on the near side. VMI awaits to make a substitution with Brandon Hornung. Podholzer turns. Carroll coming in from the left. Cameron Carroll, can he find a way? No, surrounded by Keydets and pushed outside the box as BMI takes possession away.